In this busy and noisy world, there exists a creature that has chosen perhaps the most restrained way of living. The ball python, a gentle being seemingly coiled by the hands of time itself, reveals the true meaning of composure through a body that is both soft and remarkably resilient. Tonight, come with me into a warm and humid rainforest hidden beneath layers of shadow and leaves. Together, we will seek the quiet light that shines within the heart of this silent hermit. May this story of patience, surrender, and stillness offer you a rare moment of peace after the demands of a long and exhausting day. Some forms of wisdom require no words. They live only in quiet breaths, patient observation, and the graceful language of a coiled body. The story of the ball python is not one of violence or ruthless hunting. Instead, it is a lesson in how to preserve a small sanctuary of calm amid a world of uncertainty and noise. In an age that constantly demands speed, ambition, and endless movement, perhaps we need to learn from the ball python, to withdraw when necessary, to settle our thoughts, and to return to our center. As this gentle narration unfolds, allow yourself to drift into the softness and restraint hidden deep within the forest, where weary thoughts slowly return to their natural stillness. Have you ever noticed that when danger approaches, the ball python curls itself into a perfect sphere? This is not fear. It is a profound philosophy of self-preservation, an art of discovering absolute security within the very heart of the storm. Tonight, let us read the story written within those coils and learn how to preserve a quiet center while the world around us continues to change. May this gentle tale become a cool breeze before sleep, helping you rediscover the peaceful refuge hidden within your soul. Prologue. While countless creatures of the rainforest compete endlessly for sunlight, territory, and water, one animal chooses a different path. Instead of stretching outward in pursuit of more, it folds inward, curling itself into an almost perfect sphere and abandoning every posture of aggression while the world sways around it. The ball python, often misunderstood by modern society as a cold and insignificant creature, is in truth engaged in one of nature's most profound practices, the art of refusal and dissolution. In a land filled with uncertainty and danger, it survives not through domination, but through restraint. We often imagine courage as a fist thrown outward. Yet for the ball python, courage is something entirely different. It is the strength to fold inward. It is the discipline to preserve an unshaken center even when confronted by forces beyond control. This is not merely a story about how a predator hunts. It is the story of how a ball python transforms survival itself into a gentle negotiation with existence over millions of years of evolution. Beneath layers of damp leaves, it rests quietly. Its eyes remain half-closed, as though gazing into a world beyond the restless concerns of ordinary life. The calm it carries seems almost unreal, powerful enough to make even the most anxious observer feel a strange and profound sense of peace. Tonight, we will not focus on the brutality of survival. Instead, we will explore the philosophy hidden beneath those silent coils, a philosophy rooted in respect for life and devotion to inner order. As darkness settles over the forest and your breathing slowly synchronizes with this narration, step with me into a world covered by shadows, roots, and ancient trees. There we may glimpse the deeper logic hidden within a life devoted to stillness. Chapter 1. Along the edge of a rainforest in Senegal, where monsoon rains repeatedly washed the land clean, lived a ball python known as Augusta. His life was a testament to the forgotten value of moving slowly. He never sought intense or dramatic experiences. Most days unfolded within a very small corner of the forest. Sometimes his world consisted of a decaying log. At other times, a cluster of thick ferns became his entire universe. One memory remained especially vivid. On a golden afternoon, sunlight slipped through gaps in the canopy and painted the forest floor in warm amber colors. Augusta remained perfectly still while ants hurried past and beetles raced through the undergrowth. He appeared less like a snake and more like a patch of moss that had quietly become part of the earth itself. Over time, this devotion to stillness became instinct. Through stillness, Augusta gained a perception that seemed to transcend time. He could hear the delicate sound of raindrops touching leaves. He could sense tiny shifts in temperature across the ground. He noticed details invisible to creatures constantly rushing from place to place. Many describe snakes as cold-blooded predators. Yet Augusta was something closer to an observer. He watched the world move through endless cycles of motion and rest without becoming trapped by the anxiety that often accompanies survival. His complete mastery of his own rhythm created a deep harmony with the forest. He felt no urgency to chase after more, nor any fear of losing what he already possessed. Simply existing had become a state of fulfillment. This wisdom was not inherited. It was earned through mistakes, through moments of danger, through damaged scales and difficult lessons. Gradually, he learned that survival was not always about action. Often it was about knowing when not to act. Before storms arrived, he tightened his coils. He withdrew his awareness from unnecessary distractions and protected only what mattered most. In doing so, he discovered a remarkable strength hidden within restraint. Chapter 2. After surviving his first great dry season, Augusta began to radiate a different kind of power, the quiet strength of solitude. While younger pythons competed endlessly for shelter and exhausted themselves beneath the scorching sun, Augusta remained patient within the shade of a cool stone crevice, waiting for the perfect breeze. He understood that every disturbance in the forest eventually returned to silence. There was no need to participate in every struggle. Instead, he devoted himself to cultivating the calm that lived within him. Though still young, his eyes carried an almost meditative depth. Whenever he curled into his characteristic sphere, his body formed a pattern so elegant that it seemed like living geometry crafted by nature itself. He survived countless encounters with predators. Birds of prey descended from above. Larger animals wandered dangerously close. Yet time after time, he relied upon the same simple defense. By curling inward, he transformed vulnerability into protection. What appeared passive was actually a remarkable expression of intelligence. Gradually, Augusta realized that true strength does not always expand outward. Real power lies in possessing a strong inner core and choosing how to engage with the world from a place of stability and grace. Chapter 3. As years passed, time left its marks upon Augusta. The scales that once shone with youthful brilliance became softer and weathered. His eyes grew deeper, carrying the weight of countless seasons. No longer merely an observer, he became a silent guardian of the rainforest. He abandoned competition entirely and spent his days resting beside an ancient tree hollow that had witnessed generations come and go. His needs became simpler. Each breath and heartbeat seemed synchronized with the ancient rhythm of the earth itself. Through this slower way of living, he discovered a freedom that younger creatures could scarcely imagine. One storm-filled night, Augusta sensed the heaviness of age settling fully upon him. He found a soft and sheltered bed of leaves and slowly curled himself one final time. Within the embrace of darkness and silence, every muscle relaxed. Every burden gradually dissolved. What he experienced was not loss, but release, a solemn return to the earth that had sustained him throughout his life. There was no regret. The peace he had protected for so many years had already seeped into the soil, becoming part of the rainforest spirit. What Augusta left behind was not a monument or an achievement. It was something far more enduring, a memory of stillness, a shadow of peace, a reminder of what true security feels like. Epilogue. With Augusta's passing, the forest returned to a sacred silence. Only the leaves whispered softly in the wind, carrying fragments of the hermit's story. To speak of the ball python is to speak of an art of self-preservation amid chaos. It is a philosophy of remaining steady while the world shifts beneath our feet. When the pressures of life leave you feeling lost, imagine Augusta resting quietly within the rainforest. He did not fight the world, nor did he allow the world to reshape him. Through patience, focus, and gentle withdrawal, he became a calm and unshakable center. This kind of strength is often more powerful than resistance. It moves like a warm current beneath deep water, soothing restless hearts without making a sound. Tonight, let Augusta's story become a moment of peace before sleep. Let the image of those quiet coils form a shelter around your thoughts. May you, like Augusta, face the unknown with grace and preserve within yourself a place of perfect stillness. Rest now. Every pursuit has fallen quiet. Every worry can slowly dissolve within these gentle coils of peace. May your night be filled with deep comfort, lasting serenity, and beautiful dreams.